Bitte teleportier dich. Oh, Gott sei Dank. So, hallo, Rex. Erzähl
Look
mal.
at this photo.
Oh.
Looks pretty old.
That's Judd on the right, but who's that boy?
That's Judd's son, Ryan.
Ryan? He looks just like the guy I met.
Then does this mean that the man Ashley met is Judd's son, all grown up?
It must. How else would he have known about the secret lab? And the prototype Another?
No, it's impossible. The Ryan in this photograph died 15 years ago.
No way.
Ryan was Judd's only son. His mother died when he was young. They were out on a walk. There was a reckless driver. She saved his life. Ryan withdrew into himself after witnessing his mother's death. He stopped expressing himself, and then he stopped speaking entirely.
Oh.
So, 15 years ago, Judd made a decision. He would do anything to get his son back. The Another was still just a prototype at the time, but he wanted to use it on Ryan, to erase memories of his mother and her.
Judd experimented on his own son?
Yes. The experiment was conducted in total secrecy. Only Sayoko and I were there to witness it.
1992, JC Valley.
Rex, this experiment is dangerous.
I know, but Judd is obsessed.
The memory of that tragedy took you from me. But I know I can use the Another somehow. I will bring you back.
Ich würde es ja mit Therapie versuchen.
Ryan!
Krankes Arschloch Nummer 2.
Judd's son, Ryan, was the first test subject of the prototype Another, and it killed him. But his memories were not lost. That was the first practical use of liquid memory storage. His memories had been backed up before deletion. Ryan was gone.
And all Judd had left of him was his memory data, stored in liquid form.
I had no idea about any of this.
The experiment was strictly confidential by Judd's orders. And with Judd and Sayoko gone, I was the only one who knew what happened. I always thought I would take these secrets to my grave, but you two deserve to know. I needed to tell you Judd's secret and Sayoko's truth.
Dann erzähl mal Judds Geheimnis.
What did you mean by Judd's secret?
5 years ago, Judd died in the lab. Afterward, I was organizing his research papers. Most of them were retained by JC Valley. But there's one file I decided to keep private. It's here on this computer.
2002 Bericht Experiment zur simulanten Massenbearbeitung von Erinnerungen. Die folgende Aufzeichnung behandelt ein Experiment, bei dem das im Sicherheitssystem von JC Valley installierte Another verwendet wurde, welches über die Entfernung eingesetzt werden kann. Ziel des Experiments war es, mittels der Überwachungskameras das Kurzzeitgedächtnis einer großen Zahl an Testpersonen zu bearbeiten. Das Experiment zeigte,
He built a remote-controlled Another?
Judd conducted an experiment that crossed a terrible line. In order to protect JC Valley and to continue his research, he came up with a way to shift the blame of the lake pollution, which was caused by an overflow of liquid memory. He blamed it on Crusoe Resort. He manipulated residents' memories, planted thoughts in their head.
Planted thoughts. That must have been what Charlotte was talking about. She said something strange happened 5 years ago. Everyone started blaming Crusoe Resort overnight. The Another was used to cover it up? Dad, is it okay to use it like this? No way, right?
I'm sorry. It was my foolish decision to cover this up. I wanted to protect JC Valley's and Judd's
Rex, do you think that Judd's experimental system is related to Ashley meeting Ryan?
Judd approached Sayoko at JC Valley 13 years ago.
She wanted to go back to her family, but he told her it would be a waste of her brilliance.
He told her to come back to work. Otherwise, she knew too much. But Sayoko refused. She had made up her mind. Judd offered a condition for her leaving, which Sayoko accepted.
To erase her memories of the Another project?
Yes. I'm sure Sayoko realized how angry Judd was. She knew that if she refused, she wouldn't be able to keep her family safe.
I had no idea.
We used the prototype Another to erase Sayoko's memories, and Judd ordered me to serve as the operator. It was I who extracted and erased Sayoko's memories. She was in a daze once it was all over. She was crying. She looked at me and said, "I've lost something important."
I remember Mom crying. She was sad because she lost her memories of her research?
No. She lost more than memories of her research. She lost memories of you.
Oh no.
When I saw her tears, I made a decision then and there. I took Sayoko's liquid memory backup and stored it in that pendant. She was waiting in the clock tower when I gave it to her. She cherished the memories in that pendant more than anything in her life. Memories of you. Who could be calling?
Hä? Wow. Nicht so höflich, bitte, Ashley. Du könntest doch nett wirken.
Ashley, you're safe.
I'm fine.
What a relief. Are you with the director and Dr. Robbins?
Ian, Gina, what happened?
We've secured Sophia and have control of the security system. Gina helped get it up and running. We can contact the outside now. We're going to call the police.
Wait, Ian. There's something I want you to look into first. Are the security cameras working?
No, they've been down for a while now. I was getting nervous, not being able to find you guys. I'm looking into the outage, but haven't been able to figure out what's causing it.
Can you access security camera footage?
Yeah, why?
Ashley, do you remember where you saw Ryan?
Yeah. I first saw him at the campsite, then at his cottage. Then he found me at the Crusoe Resort offices.
Did you get that, Ian? Check the footage from where Ashley just mentioned. I want to see all the footage of her.
Copy that.
Dad, what are you trying to figure out here?
Oh, you'll know soon enough.
Hat ein bisschen was von Yu-Gi-Oh! Mit Noah und Kusaburo.
Found it, Dr. Robbins. I'll send the footage through.
Sieht wahrscheinlich so aus, als hätte ich mit mir selber geredet. Ja.
He's not there. But why, Dad? What's going on?
You remember speaking with Ryan, yet he's not in the footage. Which means...
This Ryan is some sort of construct built by the Another. And Judd's remote-controlled Another was temporarily overwriting. Do you concur?
I do.
A construct? So Ryan was a false memory that the Another implanted
was
in
von
me?
Cyberpunk.
That's right.
Oh, Entschuldigung.
I can't believe it. He seemed so real.
So Rex, Ryan's physical form is undoubtedly a construct, but a construct with an established personality. What's more, it intentionally sought out Ashley. The personality is that of Ryan, who died 15 years ago, which means, this may sound absurd, but it seems as if Ryan's memory data has continued to live all this time.
Mom was alive. That's how I was able to talk to her. Mom was alive all along. Inside memories converted to data.
Dr. Robbins,
What is it, Gina?
one of the security cameras just came back online.
Which camera?
The one watching the island and the lake.
Show us the feed.
Got it.
A grave? Whose grave is that?
Ryan.
It's Ryan's. He was buried there 15 years ago.
Haben wir vorhin schon eine kurze Erinnerung gesehen mit dem Grabstein.
What's the matter, Ashley?
Mom took me to that grave.
What?
She touched it and said something. Dad, take me to that island. I want to remember what she said. Going there is my best shot.
I don't know.
I need to remember, Dad. If I do, maybe we'll find out why Ryan appeared only to me, and why he wanted to bring Mom back. What his goal really was.
All right. Let's go. Sayoko, what's your connection to Ryan? Help me understand who he really is.
Vielleicht hatte sie was mit dem alten Mann. Und Ryan war ihr Sohn. Oder dann hätte sie nicht... Nee, das ist Quatsch. Oh ja, mit dem Ruderboot.
This is our first time on a boat together, huh?
I suppose it is.
Ist es nicht, sie sind noch mit dem Ding von der Insel zurückgefahren.
How'd you get so good at rowing?
Sometimes I'll row when I go fishing with Bob and Rex. It'll be dawn soon. How are you holding up?
It's been a busy day, but I'm all right. What about you?
Oh, I'm used to all-nighters. I'm tougher than I look, you know.
Ja, ich würde auch gern schlafen. Oh, dieses Spiel. Es findet
Where's
kein
Ryan's
Ende.
grave?
That
Es
way.
kommt so viel.
Let's hurry.
Es hat viel mehr Story, als ich dachte. Ich dachte, es wäre so vorbei, wenn wir rausgefunden haben, was die Pollution ist. Aber nee. Ist geil. So. Dann gehen wir einmal jetzt kurz auf die Insel. Und gucken uns das Grab von Ryan an. Oh, ist schön hier. Mit Sonnenaufgang. Nice.
What is this place?
It's the Lake Spring. Not many people know about it. According to Dan, it's the source of Lake Juliet.
It all comes from here?
Yep. The whole lake wells out from this one point. It's also responsible for keeping it clean. Lake Juliet's been polluted a number of times, but the spring always restores its waters.
So even the current pollution will be cleaned up soon?
As long as the spring holds out.
That must be why Judd chose to put Ryan's grave here. The spring restores it all. Pretty.
Was für eine schöne Quelle. Ist das der Ursprung von Lake Juliet? Ja, das hat uns gerade unser Vater gesagt. Gut, dass wir zugehört haben. Oh, das ist echt schön hier mit dem Sonnenaufgang und dem Licht. So. Hello, Ryan. Ryan Fitzgerald, 1980 bis 1992. 12 ist er geworden. Boah,
This is Ryan's grave.
das konnte ich die Inschrift nicht lesen.
So your mom brought you here 13 years ago.
Born an angel, you make me... Irgendwas.
I think this will be the last time I come here, Ryan. Judd left his most precious possession with you. So I'll leave mine here too.
You make me whole gone too
remember
soon,
what she
you leave me
said.
hollow. Aww.
She said Judd left his most precious possession here.
Let's take a look around.
Geh. Hä? Das liegt genau vor dir. Auf dem Grabstein ist eine Inschrift. Ryan Fitzgerald, 1980 bis
Ryan
1912.
was only 12 when he died. I've seen this before.
Kaleidoskop.
Looking through this always made Sayoko miss Japan.
Dad,
What is it?
check it out. Ryan's mom gave him this kaleidoscope. He told me when we were talking at the cottage. He said he had to undergo treatments as a kid. That's when he would give it to Mom for safekeeping.
Undergoing treatment must have been what Judd called erasing his memories.
And because of that, Ryan died. Mom must have come here to return it. That's why she was here 13 years ago.
Der Grabstein ist oben mit einer Kirschblüte
What's
verziert.
this?
Auf dem Grabstein sind Steinkacheln mit eingravierten Buchstaben.
What's this say?
Du wurdest als Engel geboren und hast mein Leben erfüllt. Du bist zu früh gegangen und hinterlässt Leere.
Judd dedicated this message to his son. Huh?
What's up?
It looks like there's some sort of trick to this gravestone. Are the stone tiles some sort of key?
A key?
Okay. So, Kirschblüte. Oben auf dem Grabstein ist das Motiv einer Kirschblüte eingraviert. Auf dem Stein steht Folgendes geschrieben. Kennen wir jetzt schon? Gut. Können wir da eigentlich durchgucken?
Ah,
Diese Kirschblütenmuster war auch auf dem Grab. Haben wir da irgendwas? Nee, ne? Kann ich da reingucken? Nee. Okay, wir gehen mal Grabinschrift. Der Grab steht ein Satz, der in einzelnen Steinkacheln geschrieben ist. Muss es das sein? Welcher das, was dahinter steckt? Wie viel kann ich denn? 1, 2, 3, 4. Die Kacheln nehmen wieder ihre Ausgangsposition, wenn ich 4 Buchstaben gedrückt habe. Ich sollte vorsichtig sein. Ein bestimmtes Wort muss der Schlüssel sein. Dafür brauchen wir ein bestimmtes Kaleidoskop. Okay. Sehen wir jetzt hier irgendwo irgendwelche Buchstaben? Also es würde sich schon was bewegen. Ich weiß aber nicht, ob man irgendwas erkennt. Muss ich vielleicht andersrum drehen? Nee, ne? Noch nicht rausgefunden. Das Muster ändert sich, wenn ich es drehe. Und vielleicht muss das zusammenpassen. Ach, guck mal. Nein, 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 nein. Oh, Love. Sehr gut. Das Muster ergibt ein Wort. Ach so. Wenn ich da jetzt reingucke, absolut nichts, dann ist das Wort Love. So. Aha. I'm a genius. Ich würde sagen, I'm hervorragend.
Dad, check it out. There's a picture inside. Look at his smile. He looks so happy.
I never would have guessed. Judd stole Sayoko's memories, and yet, what he cherished the most was the memory of his child.
Dad?
Hello, Ashley.
Ryan!
Klar, jetzt flackert auf einmal.
You still remember me?
Of course I do.
When you and I met in the another room, I attempted to delete the memory data you have of me, but it seems I never gained full access to your hippocampus.
What did you do to my dad?
I have suspended his consciousness. It is only temporary. He will not perish. He is not required for our current discourse.
Vor, das steht da. Ich habe ihn nur heruntergefahren. Er stirbt da jetzt dran.
I think I finally understand, Ryan. You used the another through security cameras. It's how you made me see you.
That's correct. What you see right now is only in your mind. This image is temporarily ingrained in your memory. I am currently manipulating your perception.
You took advantage of Sophia in the same way. But I'm not like her. I won't let you do whatever you want.
Interesting. Sayoko said the same thing to Judd.
Your life's work is to complete the another. I will not allow you to squander your brilliance. Especially for something as foolish as family. I forbid it! Get back to work this instant! That's an order!
The another is more than your precious research. I will not allow myself to be used.
Your eyes look so much like Sayoko's did back then. Ashley, why are you here? I don't understand.
I thought coming here would help me figure everything out.
What do you mean by everything?
My mom came to this island 13 years ago. I thought if I could remember that moment, it would all fall into place. I would understand why she came to Lake Juliet. Why the memory of my mother knew about you. Why you appeared to me and tried to revive her.
I see.
I want to know. I want to know the truth about you.
A drive for knowledge. I have always felt that too. Why was I born?
What are you talking about?
I've never encountered someone like you. Someone who wished to know me. I understand. I will tell you the truth. Here lies Ryan Fitzgerald. And because he existed, I now exist. Judd's son, the another's first ever test subject. Ryan lost his mother at a young age. This left a deep wound on his heart. He closed himself off. Judd wanted to heal that wound, thereby restoring his son's emotions. He attempted to do this with the another, which was still just a prototype at the time. However, the experiment failed. Ryan was left paralyzed, and later...
Oopsie.
Ryan's memories were extracted during that experiment. They were recorded to liquid memory and stored in a tank in JC Valley's basement. And that tank containing liquid memory is where I was born. The first human to notice was your mother.
There's no mistaking.
The stored memory data is changing. The liquid memory is producing new episodic recollections on its own?
I don't know how it happened. Sayoko referred to me as a conscious life form, born from Ryan's memory data.
Born from memory data?
The first thing I remember is the feeling of swimming through a sea of memories. The human memory is truly a fascinating thing. It starts with sense, and then there is information. And beyond that, knowledge. Each memory has a different emotion: longing, loneliness, fear, regret, happiness. I am proof that Ryan was alive. I read his memory and I learned, and I slowly grew.
My mom never told Judd about you?
She reported her findings, but Judd quickly dismissed them. He said that self-propagation of memory data is impossible. He was exactly the person Ryan's memory made him out to be. A genius scientist, willing to do anything to further his research. Even sacrifice his own family. Self-righteous, refusing to hear anyone else's opinion. Unlike Sayoko, he never tried to understand me. Once she left, Judd would glance at the tank every so often. And then one day, he started talking to it. He said,
"I'll find a way to revive you, Ryan."
He continued developing the Another alone. He also started a new experiment, an experiment to overwrite memories using the Another. Judd began writing Ryan's memory data onto other subjects. It was his attempt to revive his son. Carrying out these experiments required him to create many copies of Ryan's data. He extracted his test subjects' memories and accumulated them all into liquid memory.
Was his experiment successful?
It was not. It was impossible to complete the Another without Sayoko. The ability to overwrite memory never came to fruition. He abandoned its development and sealed up the lab housing the Another. And then, 6 years ago, a terrible storm tore through Lake Juliet. JC Valley lost power and the building was destroyed. The tanks storing liquid memory were damaged. They leaked into the lake. This was liquid memory that contained not only Ryan's memories, but many others. It became one with the water. So in a way, it felt like this lake had become my brain. Over time, I was able to access JC Valley's network. This, in turn, allowed me access to all sorts of information. That's when I learned of Sayoko's murder. I learned a lot from Judd's computer, including that it was Bill who killed Sayoko, and that whoever he was working for was connected to Judd.
What?
How could you? Why did you murder Sayoko?
From the very start, the Another project was conducted in secret. Sayoko and I were handpicked by the lab's head to carry the project forward. You were just a researcher, a useful tool. We started making real progress. But then Sayoko betrayed us. You two stole our research, hid it in your home. So I gave Sayoko one more chance that night. I told her to return the research and return to the fold.
I see. So if Mom knew all this, is that why she tried to protect the Another?
Ashley, it wasn't until I learned of Sayoko's death that the sorts of moments that can produce such strong emotions. I had never felt more. And yet, at that moment, all I felt was sadness. And all I wanted was to ask Judd, why did Sayoko have to die?
Did you ever meet Judd?
I did. He was in the process of developing the remote Another at the time. I infiltrated the system to gain access to him.